For this project, all you need is yarn of your choice. I'm using this bulky yarn that's a size 5, and with that I'm using a size 6 hook. You need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. So to begin, grab your yarn and we're going to make a slip knot. So make a loop and hold on to it like this. Go into the loop, grab the yarn and pull. And that's your slip knot. Take your hook and we're going to insert and pull. And now we can start chaining. So I ended up doing 11 chains. You can do more or less depending on how thick your yarn is or how wide you want your headband to be. So to start the next row, we're going to start doing single crochets across the chains, starting from the second chain from the hook. So not the one that the hook is in, but the second one right here. We're going to insert our hook into that second chain, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. And that's a single crochet. And we're going to do this all the way down. So we're going to go into the next chain, which is right here. Insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, and continue. So into the next chain right here, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. And the last one in here. And at this point you should have 10 single crochets, so you can always count back 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So because we did 11 chains, you will always have 10 single crochets, so the one extra is always for turning around. So to start the next row, we're going to chain 1 like this and turn our work. So now if you look on top, you have these V's, and we're going to be working in not the full chain, but we're going to be working in back loop only. So this is your back loop and this is your front loop. So if we were to work in regular stitches, we will go through here and it would look like this, but we're going to be working back loops only. So these back loops right here. So to continue this next row, we're going to insert into the back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through like so. And then we just continue. So into the next back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. And this is our last stitch right here. So we're going to insert, don't forget your corner stitches. So insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. So again, if you want to double check your work, you should count back and make sure you have 10 stitches. So again, to start the next row, we're going to chain 1 and turn like this, and look on the top of your work where you have the V stitches right here, and again, work in the back loops only. So insert, back loop only, and make sure you're not going into the very first one because this is our chain 1 that we did. So this is the 11th chain, but in total we always have 10. So always skip the one that the hook is in and go into the next, which is your first of the 10 stitches. So insert in the back loop only, pull up a loop, you have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, and continue into the next, back loop only, and single crochet. So again, when you reach the end, make sure you're not skipping these corner stitches because sometimes they do curl up. So right here, don't forget, insert, like so, yarn over, and that's your last single crochet. So it should start to look something like this, where it gets to have these ridge-like look. And you just continue to do this all the way until you have the length that goes around your head. So to start, you chain 1, always flip your work and work in the back loops only, and just continue to do this all the way. So for me, this is my last single crochet. Once you're finished, make sure that it's not too loose on your head because it will loosen up just a tiny bit. So make sure it's a little bit tight on your head. And for me, once it's folded in half like this, it came to around 21 centimeters and the width is around 7.5, almost 8. So if that helps you to gauge how big or small yours should be depending on your yarn. So from here, we can just connect these 2 sides together. So just fold it in half and insert your hook. And we're just going to make slip stitches across. So I'm going to go into the chain stitch right here that we did in the beginning. So the first one, like so. I'm going to grab the yarn, pull through once, and pull through all the way. Like so. Then I'm going to go into the next stitch of this side, which is the back loop right here. So insert, and then insert into the next chain of the other side, like so. Yarn over, pull through once, pull through all the way, making a slip stitch. So again, back loop of this into the next chain, yarn over, pull through all the way, and just continue this all the way down. And this is the last one. And here, after you've finished all of them, you're going to chain 1 and pull the yarn. I'm going to cut it off like so, and you just pull out the long yarn and you're left with this little tail that we can weave in. So grab your yarn needle and pull it through like this, and we can start to hide it. So whichever you're using as the front or the back, go in the back side, and we can just hide the yarn. So I'm going to go through here and bring it to the back. And I'm just going to go through these stitches right here, like so, and just pull. And I'll just go back up, skipping the very last one so it doesn't unravel. So go through the same stitches, go up the same way, and just pull like so. So it's secure, and we can just cut off this tail. We will do the same for this first tail that we have. So just put it on your yarn needle and hide it through any stitch and just cut off the ends, and you're finished. Then you can turn your work to the right side and you have your headband.